Hello, good evening, or whenever you come across this, and happy February 4th. And happy birthday if this is your birthday. I hope that you're having an amazing, most bestest birthday ever and an even better year to come. And special shout out to Nico. Happy birthday, man. So today we're going to be reading from The Secret Language of Birthdays, your complete personology guide to each day of the year by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers. And today is the day of the Curveballer. That's it. It's called the day of the Curveballer. So let's learn a bit about it. Month of January, day 4. Your sign is 14 to 16 degrees Aquarius. You're an Aquarius 2 sun sign, and you are a fixed air sign. All right, what do we got? Those born on February 4 rarely do anything in a straight line fashion. Because of their unconventionality, they sometimes make a less than stellar impression as to their intellect, but in fact, they just have their own unusual way of doing things. Some February 4 people realize early on that they do not apprehend the world as others do, and respond by just acting as weird as they wish. Other February 4 people try to be super straight, but usually fail to carry this off, ending up like a round peg in a square hole. The happiest of February 4 people are plainly themselves and do not rely on a great deal of approval or acclaim. The degree to which those born on this day must do things their own way can be both amusing and alarming. Often to accomplish the simplest of tasks, they can use the most roundabout, off-the-wall methods. They could be called impractical or even perverse, except for the fact that in some strange way, these methods seem to work out for them. For example, they may have a system of filing information or ordering their appointments that would confuse others, and yet they are able to retrieve what they need very quickly and stay on top of things. In their uneven display, wait, I think I, yeah, okay, so I skipped a line. All right, there we go. In their unusual cognition, front may be back, up, down, left, right, and so on. Some February 4 people may even display a degree of synesthesia, that is, hearing sounds as colors, colors as sounds, visualizing words as shapes, and perhaps remembering facts and numbers through vivid associations. Juicy! Though not always effective within the confines of a pre-existing system or set of rules, it must be said that February 4 people can be highly effective in achieving long-range goals, particularly when they have a chance to structure the work environment. Those born on this day work well with others, display deeply human qualities, and generally are admired for their sincerity. Although rarely leaders, they are very happy to be at the center of the action and hold up well under fire. February 4 people get bored easily, and if they spend a lot of time alone, usually try to keep busy with lots of hobbies, projects, and activities. Part of the reason they are so active is that they must spend lots of time undoing knots which they have unwittingly tied. Also, they tend to backtrack a lot, or even start all over. February 4 people usually have an abundance of energy with which to carry out their many tasks. How to guide their powers in the most directly constructive way, however, may well elude them. Often they are taken up with several different endeavors at once, and through the resultant scattering of energy, fail to complete any of them to their satisfaction. Generally, those February 4 people who learn to complete their projects step by step and one by one develop their varied potentialities to the fullest. Interesting. So, numbers and planets. Those born on the 4th day of the month are ruled by the number 4 and by the planet Uranus. Those ruled by the number 4 can be difficult and argumentative and are particularly sensitive about being teased or rejected for their peculiarities. Is that how you say it? Peculiarities. There it is. Peculiarities. All right, moving on. Those traits are magnified in February 4 people. Generally, Those ruled by the number 4 are not overly concerned with amassing wealth, and February 4 people are no exception. Ruled by the planet Uranus, number 4 people can be quick and explosive in their change of mood, qualities enhanced along with certain quirky and odd traits for those born on February 4, as their sign Aquarius is also ruled by Uranus. In tarot, the fourth card of the major arcana is the Emperor, who rules over worldly things through wisdom, the primary source of his power. The Emperor is stable and wise. The force of his authority cannot be questioned. The positive associations of this card are strong willpower and steadfast energy. Negative indications include stubbornness, tyranny, and even brutality. In health, February 4 people often exhibit a degree of hypochondria. For some born on this day, discovering new complaints can become a fetish. Also, an interest in unusual methods of treatment sometimes accompanies this day. Most February 4 people keep up with the latest, most up-to-date information on health and therapy. This passion for what is most recent and modern also relates to other areas of their lives. In their cooking, they are often on the lookout for new recipes and exciting combinations. The same thing is true for their approach to exercise and keeping fit, as they may want to get in on the latest craze if they find it enjoyable. February 4 people must learn to balance these aspects of their lives and not to go off the deep end. Advice. Some thoughts are better kept to yourself. Work on yourself privately and get some things straightened out. Your eccentricities are charming, but can also irritate people at times. Learn to laugh at yourself occasionally. The meditation of this day is, once the ball is in the air, almost anything can happen. Boom. I like it. Okay, so if you were born on this day, your strengths could be that you are sincere, lively, and entertaining. Your weaknesses could be that you are scattered and unrealistic. All right, last portion out of the book for this fourth day of February. Those born on this day. Little disclaimer and apology for all the mispronunciations I'm about to make. I'm gonna try my best. Charles Lindbergh, aviator, first successful solo Atlantic crossing. Isabel Perón, an Argentinian president, first South American woman head of state, ousted on corruption charges. Francois Rabelais, French humanist, a comic satirist of Gargantua. Ferdinand Leger, a French painter and sculptor. Ida Lupino, a British-born film actress and director of The Bigamist. She was also a producer. Rosa Parks, African-American Alabama citizen, refused to move to back of segregated bus, sparked Montgomery boycott. Lawrence Taylor, New York Giants linebacker, only NFL Defensive Player of Year, all-time sack leader. Dietrich Bonhoeffer, anti-Hitler German theologian who was executed. Dan Quayle, U.S. Vice President, a senator of Indiana. Alice Cooper, boom, a rock star. David Brenner, a comedian. Guo Yuehua, which is spelled Guo space Yuehua, a Chinese world #1 ranked table tennis player. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Sorry, Guo, if that's how you say your name. Betty Friedan, a feminist activist, National Women's Political Caucus, a writer of The Feminine Mystique. Chogyam Trungpa, a Tibetan Buddhist teacher who wrote Cutting Through Spiritual Materialism. That sounds like a juicy book. Okay, Linda Cohen, a guitarist and composer. Aggie Jambor, a Hungarian pianist. Raymond Dart, a British anthropologist and neuroanatomist. McKinley Cantor, a Pulitzer Prize-winning novelist of Andersonville, Eric Leinsdorf, a conductor, and lastly, we have Ludwig Erhard, a German chancellor. Boom. That's interesting. I hope that could help you along your path. Take it with a grain of salt, or take it to heart. Do it like you feel it. But it's out there for you to listen to. And I'll say the meditation of the day again. I always love the meditations. Once the ball is in the air, almost anything is possible. So dang, I hope that you're having an awesome day. Even, to anybody, to one and all. You don't have to be born on February 4th to have an awesome day, right? And oh yeah, I will link the Daily Oracle poll once I get that all done at the bottom of this if you want to check that out. So yeah, I appreciate you. I thank you. And we'll do it again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Mwah. Thank you.